Want the super simple skinny on how a colonic works? Just the basics. Keep watching. Greetings, I'm Sage Joya. Welcome back to my channel. We are on video number 3 of the direct hydration series. I'm teaching you the different direct hydration modality types that you can employ to properly cleanse your exit. What is colon hydrotherapy? It is the utilization of an FDA-approved Class 2 colonic therapy device that allows you to introduce warm filtered water without the use of drugs or chemicals into the exit opening of your digestive tract. The water hydrates delayed waste material, activates the muscle movement inside the colon cavity, and it helps to eliminate stagnant waste material from the body. What are the different types of colon therapy devices? The open system is a gravity-based system similar to an enema. It mimics the toilet experience. It does require the client to participate by pushing throughout the session. It allows the client to urinate as well as release toxic waste material throughout the entire session. It does employ a one-time disposable speculum packet. It has temperature control, odor control, backflow prevention valves, and it does not require the accompaniment of a trained colon therapist throughout the entire session. That means the client has complete privacy during their session. The closed system, there are 2 types. It is a flow control system that introduces water into the colon cavity at 0.25 pounds per square inch during the session. This is equivalent to you leaving your faucet running with a trickle of water during the winter season if you are concerned about the pipes freezing. It has a pressure control valve that monitors the level of pressure happening inside of the colon cavity. It does employ the one-time use of a disposable speculum packet. The client can passively participate in the process. It has flow control, temperature control, odor control, backflow prevention valves, and it does require the accompaniment of a trained colon therapist throughout the entire session. Type 1 of the closed system device does repeat the empty and fill throughout the entire session. Type 2, which is what I use for myself and my clients, is a hybrid between the open system and the closed system. It does allow for a continuous soak and release of waste material. It mimics the siphoning of a fish tank. The wood system is a gravity-based system similar to an enema. It does use an autoclave to sterilize the speculum, which has multiple uses. It allows the client to passively participate in the process. It does require the accompaniment of a trained colon therapist. The one caveat is that the wood system is not FDA approved. What would cause someone to employ the use of a colonic therapy session? Well, it's interesting that many people believe the colon works properly on its own. However, statistically speaking, there has been an increase in digestive disorders and colon problems. That means that somewhere along the line, the colon is not eliminating waste in a timely manner, and it is causing dysfunction. This allows for an increase of accumulated bad bacteria inside of the body, which contributes to dysbiosis. Definitely check out this blog post that will teach you more about dysbiosis. In many cases, people are having a section of their colon removed or the entire colon removed, which requires them to employ the use of a stoma bag. Check out my Instagram post that will talk to you more about a stoma bag. IBS, constipation, gas, bloating, diverticulitis, pelvic floor dysfunction, hemorrhoids, fissures, fistulas, and or the like are all contributors and red flags that a person may want to consider the employment of colonic therapy. Colonic therapy does help to remove that bad bacteria from the body. It releases toxic waste material from the body. It exercises the colon, hydrates the colon. It allows for an emotional let. that improves mental clarity. It increases physical function. It enhances a fasting or detoxification process. Keep in mind that when a person is accumulating waste, it does have a level of weight attached to it that is heavy for the colon. When a person participates in a colonic therapy session and they release that toxic waste material, they can lose weight. However, in order to sustain that weight loss, you have to work on your mindset, exercise daily, and participate in diet modification. A colonic will also boost the immune system. Check out my videos that talk to you about the unique immune system that is housed right inside of your colon cavity. A quick question for you: have you ever thought about employing a colonic? If you did, why did you use a colonic? And if you haven't, what is preventing you from moving forward? For me, in my other videos, I talked about the colon dysfunction I had and the immune failure. I definitely was able to employ exit cleansing, which helped tremendously, but I was left thinking that I wanted to help my colon improve its colon function and work on its own. I came across colon therapy in 1999, and it was very instrumental. After tons of sessions, was helping me to improve my colon muscle and began working on its own. What is the reach of a colon therapy session? Depending on the colon therapist, the techniques you were taught to use during the session, and the number of sessions you plan to employ, you have an opportunity to reach the entire colon cavity. How does a colonic work? If you are working with me on a closed system with the type 2 device, after we are finished with the administrative particulars, I then ask you to disrobe from the waist down and to progress onto the table. I ask you to turn onto your left side and to assume the Sims position. This is the proper position for receiving a speculum into the rectum safely. I help you to roll over onto your back, and we start the introduction of water into the colon cavity. I utilize the pressure gauge along with my other techniques to assist with determining whether or not your colon is full. At the same time, I'm asking you to participate, which helps to raise your level of awareness to the things that are happening inside of your colon cavity. Once you are full, we start the soak and release process for the next 45 minutes. And then afterwards, the client is able to progress to the toilet, empty any remaining contents, and you will consume a probiotic to increase the good bacteria inside of your colon cavity. Now it is time for you to take action. If you are a person that is strongly considering moving forward with colonic therapy, but you want more details about the process, definitely take my mini course called End Zone. It will teach you the ins and outs and all the particulars about colonic therapy, as well as answer your frequently asked questions. If you are wanting a consultation, I encourage you to schedule a virtual consultation with me. It's called Easy Session Formula. It allows you to move through the consultation at your leisure, and it will help you prepare your readiness for a session, and it helps you to understand the needs that you are seeking to fulfill through your colonic sessions. If you're a person that's ready to get started right now and you want help finding a colon therapist, go grab my ebook that teaches you how to find the right colon therapist for your needs. In the meantime, make sure you grab my free guide that teaches you the differences between colonic cleansing and exit cleansing. Certainly, if you like this video and you feel it was helpful, press the like button. Leave your comment to the question that I asked earlier below the video. Subscribe to the channel, click that bell notification for new video notice. And remember, there are tons of people out there suffering with digestive disorders, and they are looking for simple solutions to their colon dysfunction. If you share the video, you could be that one person to make a difference in someone else's life. I'm Sage Joya, and I'll see you again in the next video.